Epstein said, you quote, like them young. Why would Epstein say that about you?
That's not true.
Do you think a young girl massaging a president is unusual?
I have no idea if it's unusual.
Objection calls for speculation.
How many dinners did you have with Ghislaine Maxwell or Jeffrey Epstein in attendance?
I have no idea.
You stated you'd only met Jeffrey Epstein in 2019. You stated you'd only met him on 2 occasions. Was this statement false?
You're asking him about a news article, not the statement he made.
Can you let your client answer the question?
Well, can you ask it in a way that would make it clear?
Are you denying the president made this statement? Are you denying he made this statement? I want to know. Do you understand English? Seriously.
I think I do. I'm not from South Carolina, but I think I do.
Can you read the article into the record, please?
I'm not going to read the article into the record. How many times did Ghislaine Maxwell visit your home in Chappaqua?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know how. She may have been.
Mr. President, that's it.
Mr. President, Congresswoman Nancy Mace from South Carolina, thank you for being here with us for hours today. I know it's been a long day, and I know that we're going to wrap up soon for you. Did you know one of the witnesses who testified in the Epstein cases that Epstein said, you quote, like them young? Why would Epstein say that about you?
Are you asking his opinion? You're asking him to think about why Mr. Epstein would say something about him?
Why would Epstein say that about
So she's asking you to try to be in Mr. Epstein's mind and guess at what Mr. Epstein would have thought about.
First of
Clinton
all,
likes them young, referring to girls.
First of all, that's not true.
What's not true?
That I have any interest in underage.
I didn't say underage. I said young.
But it's still not true.
Is an intern young?
Yes.
Okay.
At my age, anybody younger than I am.
Did you
is
know
young.
Jeffrey Epstein instructed a witness to deny you were ever on his island?
He didn't have to since I was never there.
Did you ever travel to Zorro Ranch?
Is that the one in New Mexico?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Have you ever flown on anyone else's private jet 26 times or more for overseas trips?
I have flown as many miles on other jets, but never with as many stops.
How many other people's planes have you used, like Epstein 26 times or miles, etc.?
I don't know. I did with Steve Bean, who's now deceased, and probably with 4 or 5 others.
Okay. So maybe about a half dozen billionaires total. So how many dinners did you have with Ghislaine Maxwell or Jeffrey Epstein in attendance?
She's asking to the best of your recollection.
I have no idea.
Okay. Did you ever discuss sexual misconduct allegations made against you with Epstein or Maxwell?
Never.
Did Epstein or Maxwell ever offer to help manage or silence women who made sexual misconduct allegations against you?
No.
Did Epstein or Maxwell ever offer financial support directly or indirectly to legal defense funds related to impeachment proceedings or civil actions against you?
Not to my knowledge.
Do you think a young girl massaging a president is unusual?
So are you asking his opinion?
Well,
You're
he was
asking his
massaged by
opinion?
a young woman. I'm asking if he thinks it's unusual that a president, sitting president of the United States, leader of the free world, that
So
it's
I'm sorry,
unusual
are
a
you
young woman
speaking
would be.
to, are you talking to the instance of the
Yes, is it unusual that
the
a young
back
woman would be
massage
massaging?
that occurred while he was not president? I'm just trying to understand. You said a president of the United States.
Former president?
Thank you. Just trying to make sure we're correcting the
Are you
time frame.
filibustering?
No, I don't need
Okay.
to. I'm actually trying to make
I
sure
think
that
I'm
as
pretty
you
clear. He said he
you
knows what
said he
young-
was a sitting president.
Excuse me, could we just please go one at a time? Thank you.
You said a sitting president. I want you to be clear so that when he answers
Former
you,
sitting
the
president. How
record
do
is
you want
clear.
to do it? Is it unusual?
I have no idea if it's unusual.
Objection calls for speculation.
I figured. Did you ever think that all these women around Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell was odd, unusual, weird, or creepy?
There weren't all that many around when I was there.
How many would you say is not all that many?
I think on this big plane that was working long hours, having 2 to 4 people on there, I thought was, as far as I knew, they were all helping.
Flight attendants in tank tops and jeans, right?
No,
Do you believe you were a victim of a Jeffrey Epstein intel operation? Do you think that you might have been caught up in some of what he was maybe potentially doing?
Excuse me, Congressman, which question are you asking?
I'm asking
Intel
if the-
operation?
First of all, I don't,
some type of intel operation. I'm just curious because it's been speculated on today and yesterday
understand.
that he may have been an intel asset. Do you think, perhaps knowing what we know now, the proclivity of it all, that he may have been targeting you as part of an intel operation?
I doubt it.
In 2019, you stated, after he was arrested, I guess this would be the second time, you stated you knew nothing of Epstein's, quote, terrible crimes since you only met, quote, briefly on only, quote, 2 occasions. Was this statement false?
Excuse me, Congressman.
That's not an accurate statement. Can you please share us what you said?
Yes. In 2019, as reported by the media,
Which media?
this says this is the
Can you share a copy of it, please?
Okay, Daily Beast. It says the title of this is Bill Clinton failed to mention his intimate 1995 dinner with Epstein.
We can give counsel and the witness a moment to review the exhibit.
Well, we'd like this statement. I mean, he put
Yeah,
out
I
a
don't know anything about
statement
that.
in 2019, full statement.
And it will be marked Exhibit 22.
So to be clear, the basis of your question is a news article with respect to the Daily Beast as to a dinner. Is that accurate?
Nope, it's a question in the first paragraph, which reads, hours after Jeffrey Epstein was arraigned Monday on several sex trafficking charges, former President Bill Clinton publicly downplayed his relationship with the pedophile financier, saying he knew nothing of his terrible crimes since they only met briefly on 2 occasions.
And that's in the Daily Beast.
Correct,
that
which
not
is in
correct?
your hand right now.
Great, that's what I just said. Thank you.
Well, what would
What's
you
your
like to
question?
know?
So my question is, you stated you'd only met Jeffrey Epstein in 2019. You stated you only met him on 2 occasions. Was this statement false when you made
To
it?
be clear, this is a news reporting that is saying that that's what he
Did you
said.
make this statement in 2019?
Congressman, would you put in the statement that he made? This is a news report.
Okay.
It's double hearsay.
Did you make this statement in 2019 as reported by the media?
So you're asking whether or not he made a statement to the Daily Beast.
Nope, it says, quote, it's quoting him or his office, etc. Are you denying you made this statement?
It's quoting a sentence. If you put in the entire statement, that's all we ask. To be fair, give him the statement, not somebody's report on it. I have no idea what the Daily Beast take is.
There was a statement that was released that was broader than this, and they relied on only a portion of it. They relied on only a portion of his full
And
statement.
that's the portion I'm focusing on.
Well,
he said
then-
he only was with Jeffrey
So
Epstein on
it's
2
actually a
occasions.
misrepresentation of his entire statement.
Well, can you let your client answer the question?
Well, can you ask it in a way that would make it clear that what you are
I'm
actually
being very
asking
clear. His statement said
is
he
the
met with
broader
Jeffrey
question
Epstein.
of what did he say?
He said he briefly met with him only
No,
on 2
the
occasions.
Daily Beast selected that piece
So
out.
are you denying that the president made this statement?
What I'm saying is that there is an entire statement. That's the statement on which the president spoke to.
Would you like to provide it to this committee?
We're happy to provide that committee. It's
Okay,
been
I would like
publicly
to ask the
reported.
president this question. Was that a false statement that you made in 2019, that you only met with Jeffrey Epstein briefly on 2 occasions?
Object to the basis of this question.
Wait.
This is, you're asking him about a news article, not the
It's
statement he
quoting
made.
him. It's quoting the president of the United States.
Quoting
Are
a
you
sentence.
denying? Are you denying the president made this statement?
I'm telling
Are you denying he made
I'm
this statement?
telling
I
you-
want to know.
No, I'm telling you that the
Are you
president
making a
made a
false
full
statement
statement. You are selecting a piece of it. Let's put in the
My
entire
source-
statement he made.
I wasn't in federal office in 2019. I was not a part of this committee. I was a state house rep from Goose Creek, South Carolina, and I'm quoting open sources that I have. To the best of my knowledge, I'm not rich with a bunch of attorneys, okay? I'm doing the best that I can to get the information that I can, and I'm asking if the president was telling a lie in 2019 when he stated to the public he'd only met with Jeffrey Epstein on 2 occasions.
He
He
did
didn't
not
say
say
to
that
the
only
public,
in
you're
the statement,
misrepresenting.
Congressman Mace. Let me be clear. Not asking about your right to ask him any question, but don't do it on the basis of a news article. The news article is quoting his statement.
So is the news
It's
article
quite-
lying? Is the news article
lying.
false?
It's false if you take it to mean what you say, which the statement did not do.
Do you understand English? Seriously.
I think I do.
I don't
I'm not
think
from
you
South
do.
Carolina, but I think I do.
Did you make a statement, Mr. President, in 2019 that you only met with Jeffrey Epstein twice? I'm asking a question a different way.
I have no idea, but I think that when I answer that, I don't believe I remembered anything about meeting him in 1995.
So when making a statement about Jeffrey Epstein in 2019, would you have checked with your staff on maybe White House logs about the 17 times he visited, dinners you had with him, fundraising that you did with him, fundraising dinners he was on, you were on his flights 26 times. Would you have checked with your staff before making such a statement, or would you just
Congressman Mace, what statement are you talking about? Are you talking about the
statement.
entire statement that he made in 2019?
Ms. Mace, can I just ask you
know
for
what
the
it
Ms.
is.
Mace, can I ask you for the record?
Excuse me.
Ms. Mace, can I ask you for the record? Can you read the article into the record, please?
I'm not going to read the article into the record.
Well, Ms. Mace, you are indicating that this article misrepresents the piece. Could
You
you
have
read
not
the
asked
article
anybody
into
to
the
read an
record?
article into the record. I'm not going to do that. You've not
this
done
is the
that yet.
basis
I'm not
on which
going
you're
to.
relying.
You're not in charge of me. I am quoting from
I'm not
this
seeking to
article.
be in charge of you, believe me. That is something I would not at all
Don't even try.
seek to be. So I want to be respectful. But I am asking, if you're asking him to speak to this, can you please put the entire article in the record?
The entire article is in the record as an exhibit. What exhibit number is this?
22.
22.
And yet,
Counselor,
It's already in the
question has
record,
been
Counselor.
clarified to reflect only the small portion of the larger statement to whatever extent the witness is able to answer to his recollection of that portion of the statement and any preparation that occurred to make that statement.
so in other words, what you have just articulated, that the question's been clarified by Ms. Mace or by you, that what is intended is to actually only be speaking to the selected piece out of the entire statement that was released by the president's office. Is that what you're clarifying?
That's what I'm focused on, yes.
Okay. So if you read this, you really want to know is if I was at a dinner
No, I don't. My question was
that
about
Ron
your statement.
Perlman
No, sir.
gave.
No, sir. I'm not asking about that dinner. I'm asking about the statement at the beginning of the article. I would like to ask another question. Your statement in 2019 about only meeting with Jeffrey Epstein on 2 occasions briefly.
That is not
was
a correct, I'm going to object to that characterization.
I believe-
That is not what the statement says.
Okay, so the third
You're reading the
paragraph
Daily
down.
Beast article.
So to be
Which
clear,
is a leftist rag, by the way. And on the third paragraph down, it says, in his Monday statement, Clinton said he had only, quote, one meeting with Epstein in his Harlem office in 2002, and around the same time made one brief visit to Epstein's New York apartment with a staff member and his security detail. Those are the two
That
meetings
is in
that were
addition to this.
referenced.
so the Daily Beast, Bill Clinton failed to mention his intimate dinner,
Statement
1995
described
dinner with
trips.
Epstein. That's by Pilar Melendez on the 11th of July, 2019.
All right, Mr.
What?
President, your statement saying, only met with Epstein briefly twice, was that part of an effort to cover up your close relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, correct?
Object to the form of the question. It misstates the record.
She's asking if you were trying to mislead the public.
Oh, no.
Okay. How many times did Ghislaine Maxwell visit your home in Chappaqua?
I have no idea.
Who invited her?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how. She may have been.
Mr. President, that's it.
Okay.
Hillary had political events there.
Okay. So is it is it to your knowledge, was she at your home in Chappaqua likely because your wife had her over for Senate events? That's what you testified earlier today, correct?
That's not what he testified, but please ask the
I would
question
like
as
him
to
to
what he would
clarify.
actually. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I do not know. But if you are
Okay, Mr. President,
implying
you
the
don't know.
reverse, I will volunteer something. She was never at my house in Chappaqua for any personal reasons.
I didn't say anything for anything
No,
personal.
you didn't, but you had a great tone in your voice, and you're
Mr.
very good
President,
at
Mr.
it.
President, that's just,
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
It is a compliment.
Thank you. And I did not go to Yale Law School or any law school for that matter. So yesterday your wife testified that Ghislaine Maxwell was never at her home. And I believe you stated earlier today you thought if she was over there it would be for Senate events. So was your wife falsely testifying
Objection.
yesterday before this committee,
Mischaracterizes-
or are
So he
you?
doesn't have the benefit of his
Mischaracterizes
wife's testimony yesterday,
Secretary's
and so unless you all are going to provide the transcript, or you're going to actually
Yeah.
provide that information, he's not in a position where he could address
I
that.
believe all I said was that I didn't know
Okay.
that she had done.
You postured that maybe it was for her Senate. I'm going to have one last question, Mr. Chairman, and then you'll take over. I believe you stated today on around, I know it's been a number of years, on around 2008, you ended, or before that, ended any communication with Jeffrey Epstein, correct?
That's
Around the time
correct.
he got arrested or right beforehand. And he was arrested for child sexual prostitution or hiring girls for sex or one girl for sex, correct? Roughly, child sexual exploitation. If you were aware in 2008 that Jeffrey Epstein was having sex with kids, and you knew of his close association with Ghislaine Maxwell, why would you still associate with Ghislaine Maxwell, who you dub essentially like your Doug Band? She was the body man to Epstein, Doug Band was the body man to you. And why would you allow Ghislaine Maxwell to associate with your daughter up until, 2004, 2015? If you knew he was a bad guy, why would you allow your
So,
daughter
excuse me,
to-
what's the period in which you're saying he would have known that Jeffrey Epstein was
After
a bad guy?
2008. So up until Ghislaine Maxwell was involved with CGI until what, 2015? And we confirmed today that he had a dinner with Ghislaine Maxwell in LA in 2014. So he's still hanging out with a close associate, the closest associate to convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
But
Excuse me.
And I guess my question is
Congressman,
why?
Yes, the question, excuse me, is the question why Ghislaine Maxwell came to the wedding? Is that the question?
No, I didn't even bring up the wedding.
Okay,
Why are
sorry.
you obfuscating? Why are you putting words in my mouth? You're smarter than that.
no, let me
Thank you.
finish. I think, first of all, when the wedding occurred, she was with Ted White, and she was for several more years. We did not know when Epstein was arrested that she was still involved with him. I think that clears a lot of this up. We didn't know. And I don't want all of you to we're all getting in a lather. There's a logical explanation. We didn't know. And I'm sorry for what she did and what she allowed her life to become, and now she's living with it.
And I have one final short question. I promise I'm done. I was severely and heavily duped by an individual in my life about 2.5 years ago. It's very publicly and well known. You graduated from Georgetown and Yale, correct?
Yeah.
How do you think Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein duped so many powerful and smart people, fully connected, powerful people all around the world?
I really don't know. But I don't know. I've thought about it a lot,
Mr. President.
and if you can figure it out, I'd like to know. But
Thank you, Mr. President.